Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you very much. The city has survived an unprecedented event, but together we will rebuild and we will recover. The effects of the fire are real, and it will take significant time and effort to overcome them. We must be patient and work together to prioritise what's in the best interest of all those impacted by the wildfires. Fire conditions in the province and within the municipality remain extreme. Currently there are over 1,700 structural and wildland firefighters, roughly 100 helicopters, many pieces of equipment, over 25 air tankers battling this fire. The Fort McMurray fire, that is fire number 9, is now approximately 240,000 hectares. The wildfire is approximately 25 to 30 kilometres from the Saskatchewan border. We want to remind everyone there is no public access into Fort McMurray at this time. Travel into Fort McMurray is restricted to emergency response personnel and essential services only. An air quality advisory has been issued for the Fort McMurray area, and the water boil advisory remains in effect. I know that everyone is anxious to return home. We're anxious for you to return home, but there is some work to be done to make sure it's safe for everyone before that can happen. I want to reassure everyone that everything is being done on a 24/7 basis, and we are working with our partners on the re-entry plan. There is still a lot of work to be done before residents can be returning, including completing our property damage assessment, setting up transportation, restoration of electricity, gas and water, security, provisions of food and supplies. We must make sure that you're all safe before you can come back home. When you are able to return, there will be information centres that will be located around the city. There will be services and supports available at each centre, including information and directions to local non-profit organisations, counselling and emotional support, and Red Cross services. Right now there are steps that Fort McMurray residents can take before returning home. If you haven't already done so, register with the Red Cross. Contact your insurance company. Apply for Red Cross and provincial financial support. With respect to donations and volunteers, we've also received many individual donations and volunteer offers. We do certainly appreciate that. The generosity has been overwhelming, and of all those people that are willing to help our community. We will continually assess the needs of our community once people are allowed to return home. The immediate needs of displaced residents at the information centres will be taken care of. Please do not bring donations of goods to information centres, as we are not able to process them. We have developed a process for companies willing to donate equipment to emergency operations. These companies are encouraged to complete the offer of resources form available on the RMWB website. It is important to note that priority will be given to local companies and vendors. I want to take this opportunity to let everybody know that as of noon today, the ministerial order has been changed, and I am no longer the Director of Emergency Management. That role has been taken by Executive Director Bob Couture with the RMWB. There has been a change in the role of Deputy Director of Emergency Management. That role has now been given to Stephen Carr with the Provincial Operations Centre, and we certainly thank Dale Benfeld, who took that role for the entire time, and I thank him from the bottom of my heart. As again, that information is effective today. In closing, it's impossible for me to thank everybody, so I just want to thank each and every person that was here and helped us fight this ring of fire. It was traumatic, it was terrible, and our community was affected. We fought hard and we saved much of it. We should be proud of ourselves. We're now in the re-entry phase and rebuild phase. That is not my area of expertise. That is the reason for the change in the Director of Emergency Management. We need to put people in place that are knowledgeable in those areas. I'm okay at putting out fires and getting people out, but the next phase is not mine. In closing, I want to thank everybody who sent the kind wishes. I want to thank the support. But most of all, I want to thank my family. I want to tell my sons that I love them. And I want to tell a lady called Maria, who has been married to me for 36 years, that I love her very much, and I'll see her soon. And I'll take some questions at this time. Thank you.
Darby, you addressed it, but what do you think of the praise that many people are giving to you for your actions?
It's wonderful, and I thank them. But again, this fire's not about Darby. I was in a place where I told some people what to do, and this is when we should do it, and all those hundreds of people did that for me. So I praise them. I'm humbled by them, and I'm proud to be part of that team.
What will stay with you for the longest this week?
What will stay with me for the longest amount of time? This will end up being a 500, 600-page report that will tell what went on in this unprecedented fire. What will stay with me for the longest amount of time is that we evacuated 88,000 people in a timely fashion. If we hadn't taken the course of action that we did, I believe that might have had dire circumstances. We find out today we've unfortunately found 4 deceased pets. I believe it was 2 birds and I think a cat. So that's our statistics for this entire fire. Bearing in mind 2 people lost their lives in a motor vehicle accident, I think that's something that's incredible, and we should be thankful, and we should be astounded with the magnitude of fire that came through here. That's our statistics. I think I said on day 3 that if we get to the end of this and we're there, then I would be a happy man, and I'm a happy man.
When can people go back?
I don't know the answer to that at this time. What I can say is we're working 24/7 on that re-entry plan. It may appear like a simple thing. My house is still standing, let me back. We still don't have full gas, we don't have full electricity, we don't have full water, we don't have the stores open to where people can get their groceries. There are many things that need to be put in place, and we're working on that hard, and we'll give a timeline as soon as we can.
How important is the hospital?
Hospital's crucial. First of all, that was incredible that we evacuated 600 people out of that building and got them safely out of it. But it's crucial to our infrastructure that we need to ensure, maybe it's not the hospital, but we need to ensure that we have an operating centre at scene, we have a facility where ladies can have babies, and we will do that, and eventually we'll get the hospital back to the stage it should be.
I know you mentioned that it's not your area of expertise with the re-entry, but for neighborhoods who are less affected, how does re-entry look for them? Larger groups of homes or stuff?
I think I just explained that whether your house is in perfect condition, that's not really the issue right now. We have to make sure the community is sustainable for those people coming back, so those timelines will come when they've been built.
Where are you going to be for the next couple of days?
I'm going to go south a little bit. I've been here for a fair amount of time. I'll be honest, I need a break, and I'm going to spend time with my family, and we're going to hug a lot, and I'm going to have a couple of beers, and I'll rejuvenate myself, and I'll be back in a week or so, and I'll I'll get on with being a fire chief again.
Great.
Can we just ask, is it 2 sons? How many sons?
I have 2 sons.
And how old are they?
I have 2 sons.
34 and 32.
And your wife is Marie?
Maria.
Thanks very much.
She's a beautiful, wonderful woman.
You're a lucky
Thank you very
man.
much.
Thank you, guys. So thanks very much for coming.